Hello and welcome to episode 95 of the Championship Rounds podcast. We are back for another week of some boxing, I guess, if it isn't dead by the time we put this out. But yeah, we will start on Saturday nights in Las Vegas, was it? I can't remember. But Raymond Muratalla defeats Andy Cruz via majority decision to defend the IBF lightweight title in a fantastic fight. So yeah, just a really good fight, wasn't it? I think the size and the volume and the body shots of Muratalla edged him out a very close decision. But yeah, really good fight.
It's not just Cubans. It's these. Who's been the best top amateur since 2020? I mean, like a gold medalist, or at least in like the World Championships or Olympics.
Since Cruz, you mean since 2021 Olympics?
Yeah.
You'd probably say Aristide Alvarez or La Cruz or Arlen Lopez.
In the pros.
What the fuck?
In the pros,
they haven't done shit.
Yeah, nobody cares about the amateurs.
Who's been the best? Robesi was good. He would have worked out.
Yeah, but
now... that's since the last Olympics, though. Robesi did good. Morel wasn't really an international amateur like that. Neither was Iglesias, like at the top level.
I don't just mean Cubans. I just mean anyone. Like anyone.
What you're saying is they should just go from training straight to the pros. Just
like I don't know, like Galao, he was a gold medalist.
Yeah, but
so from that 2021 era, from 2021,
well, like not specifically from 2021, but since 2021. Like it could have been from the last Olympics as well.
Gaji Magomedov has won a cruiserweight title.
Okay, that doesn't count.
Yeah, there's not a lot really. Not a lot of like top amateurs. There's been a few like middling amateurs that have done well. But
like if we go down a bit to just like medalists, then I guess the best has been Keyshawn.
Again.
Yeah.
He's a fucking head case now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, he's gone a bit. And Richard Torres is still in the mix as well. But like,
of what?
Yeah. he's fighting the final eliminator.
He's actually not ducking that smoke.
Yeah,
that doesn't mean he's in the mix.
He's in the
bro.
mix.
He's your favorite heavyweight. Go to peace.
He's a top 10 ranked heavyweight, and he's fighting the final eliminator.
Top 10 ranked by who?
I ring.
What? I ring and probably some Americans. But let me get up the 2021 Worlds as well.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna talk about the fight because I went on a crazy tangent. I should have done it after I talked about the fight.
Yeah. Go on.
It's just like the worst time. Like it's the worst time to be an amateur. Like, none of them seem to do any good in them. Well, not like any good, but you would expect like gold medalists. You know, they're doing some crazy shit, winning a world title, at least winning a world title, and several division champions. But no, I do think he should be at 130 though. I mean, I don't know, when you like fight at like 138 in the amateurs, I would imagine you would fight at like 130 in the pros, but I don't know. Maybe he didn't want to cut as much weight.
I think he just wanted some type of runaway to fight Keyshawn at some point, but it's just unrealistic. Because Keyshawn can't make weight.
He would have
fight. No, probably, but I'm saying that's probably why he didn't just start at 130.
Well, congratulations to Robert Garcia on winning Trainer of the Year once again.
Yeah.
It's only
Also,
January.
The first 12 times was so nice. He had to do it.
Another thing with Cruz is, I think the only way he could force his shot was to go the IBF route, and maybe he can't do the weight at 130, the second day weight. Maybe that's a way to do it, because obviously it's easy to say now, but before this, nobody was going to give him a voluntary shot. Like he said, no name. He's good. Yeah, basically, he's a no name, but he's good. So like, he has to go the IBF route to force a shot. But yeah, I just think like, I still think he can win a world title, man. I still think that was a really good performance. Like, I think he'd beat Abdul Mason right now. I think who's the other champion? Oh, Shakur. He would beat Shakur, but he could probably beat a Lamont Roach or a guy like Floyd Schofield now. He's still really good. I don't think that like negatively affected like the amateur system in a way, but I do agree with your general point. I just think he was in there with a good fighter. Like, it happens. Muratalla's a really good fighter. He not many people could cut off a ring like he was cutting off last night or Saturday night. Sorry, that was really impressive. The body work. I think Cruz had a slight issue because he was like the right hand to the body. He was sort of arcing it round a little bit. It was more like a long right hook rather than a straight, and I think that caught out Cruz quite a lot. And yeah, it just wore him down a bit, and he edged it out. It was like a 7-5 type fight. It wasn't like a dominating fight. Like, I had it 5 each after 10, and then Muratalla pulled away. But like, it was just a really good fight, really high level fight.
It might have been a dominating fight if Muratalla wasn't like a first gear merchant. I mean, I wouldn't say he looked bad. Cruz looked good in periods. He just couldn't get rid of him.
He's not used to fighting for that long.
Well, I don't know. He didn't really seem to know which style to fight in. I mean, it was like, am I gonna box or am I gonna stand and hold my ground? And actually,
he did
I mean,
both at
they
times,
worked.
and that's what made it a sexy fight. So.
I mean, it kind of worked, but you don't want to stand and fight Muratalla. It's not going to work, even if he was having success. When he was like fighting on the back foot, when he was making Muratalla miss a lot. But Muratalla, he's just very good at. I mean, his offense is really good. He just has loads of ways to land his punches, and you might be able to make him miss some of them, but they're just going to land.
Like he fought right in the pocket, like he seemed to contemplate doing the whole fight. He probably would have got stopped, which was what your prediction was.
He didn't go full amateur. Like, he should have gone full amateur. I mean, he wasn't like moving, but he was moving, and he probably should have been moving, even though
he wouldn't have won any rounds by moving.
I mean, he might have. You never know.
Okay, so he would have won 3 rounds by moving.
But like if he can move and counter and just make it look like he did in the amateurs, like, he doesn't have to land just one counter like that. The shit in the amateurs I hate. I hate the fighting style in the amateurs. Yep, that's not relevant. But he did Bozy. That's what he did. He did Bozy.
Well, he's probably just incapable of boxing and moving for that long. It's not like he's ever done it before. So
I mean, it's easy to do over 3 rounds, but it's hard to do over
12.
12,
yeah.
Especially when you got someone like Muratalla. I mean, like, he was cutting the ring off really well, but like, it was just his pressure, man. His pressure just takes a toll. You don't even have to cut the ring off, just the pressure. Pressure can burst you, as they say in boxing. Pressure burst pipes. It didn't burst him, but it helped.
Yeah. It was lovely.
I mean, like he wasn't really loading up to land either. I think that's what helped Muratalla. Like if he was just loading up to land his punches, I mean he's not gonna land a lot. Like Cruz has good defense, but he was just. I think that's probably I don't know maybe why Muratalla's face looked worse. Or maybe not. I mean some people just mark up more than others. Yeah, that was good. Well-round, solid, schooled performance from a Robert Garcia fight. Who would have thought? Well, Robert Garcia fighter. Who would have thought? I mean, they're all just so good. Well, not like all of them, but the good ones are good, which is why they're good.
Virgil, Bam, Muratalla. I'm missing someone, I feel like. Maybe not.
Well, they're like the main ones.
Yeah.
And like Muratalla could be even better as well, which is not good for the other fighters in the division. You know, if he just stops being a one-pace merchant, actually. I mean, he did like go for it a bit more than he usually does, but he kind of had no choice. Like he couldn't just sit back and counter. Like he had to like throw more punches than just the counter here and there.
Yeah, he got forced into a fight, which is good. But like, it's good and bad. I think he'll be better from this. Like, I do think he can still go and win a world title, but maybe at 130, like you say. They should just chuck him with Ray Ford and see what happens, because Ray Ford hasn't got any plans right now. Like, the job they're doing on him is ridiculously poor, I think.
I
If you
mean,
could try them two together.
I probably wouldn't stick Andy Cruz in with Ray Ford. He doesn't want to take 2 losses back to back.
I think he beats Ray Ford, but it's what it is. Just make the fights, man. But yeah, we'll go.
You like hyping up these hipster fighters like Andy Cruz and Tension, or at least Andy Cruz is better than Tension.
No one's better than Tension.
TBV is.
He's like hipster fighter, man. Andy Cruz. He's just a good lightweight. But yeah. If we go through, should I go? I'll start with the Olympics in 2021. But he's medalists because it's not good. So flyweight, Galauyev by Carlo Palam, Sakin Bossanov, and Romy Tanaka. Featherweight, Albert Batagaziev, Duke Reagan, Nazar Alvarez, and Samuel Taki. Then Andy Cruz, Keyshawn, Hovhannes Batchkov, and Harry Garside. Renel Iglesias, Pat McCormack, that's gone well, Aidan Walsh, and Zamakoyov. Middleweight, Herbert Conceição, jury's still out on him. He's fighting on Pro Box shows, like, as a prospect. He looks okay. Kishniak's still an amateur. Emir Martial, we've all seen the limitations he has, even though he's in great fights. And Gleb Bakshi, who knows what he's doing. Arnold Lopez, Ben Whitaker, we know what he's doing. Iman Katayev, he won bronze. I wouldn't say he's been poor. I think he's should be undefeated, even though he's a drugs cheat. But like he should be undefeated, and he's like a top 5, top 10 light heavyweight. And then Lauren Alfonso, who's still an amateur. And you got Julio Cesar La Cruz, still an amateur, or allegedly going pro, but still an amateur and doing that crossover thing. Gazi Magomedov, he's a success story. He's won a Bridgerweight title. Alan Teixeira and David Nika. David Nika got iced by Opataya. Heavyweight, it's not looking good. Bakunin Janilov, Richard Torres, Fraser Clark, and Kumbayev.
Holy ass. Holy garbage.
It's not great. And then, like, I think probably the 2021 World Championships are a bit better. So you go to the medalists. We're already counting medalists here, though. So, like, nothing at minimum weight, nothing at flyweight. Guys like Roscoe Hill, sorry. You get to bantamweight, you got to Moya Savoy, 1 gold. He'll be good. Or he is doing good. Stock Quadrise, obviously. Jamal Harvey's in there at featherweight, good fighter. He's just turned pro. Andy Cruz, obviously. Amari Jones won silver. See what he does. And then Andy Hernandez at middleweight as well. We'll see how he does. But he's like right in the mix at middleweight. He's just on the verge of a title shot. So like, I guess for the Cubans, it's Andy Hernandez who's been the best over the last few years. But yeah, they're not producing top talent like they were. I think if you look at the sort of under 22 tournament under 21 tournament, from 2022, that's got a lot of guys in it. It had like Khabib Aliyev in there, Moses Alba in there, Ronnie Alvarez in there. You had a lot of guys coming out of that tournament that were good. But yeah, a lot of the amateurs, especially with the IBA money coming in, like a lot of it's not great. But yeah, I do think Ruslan Abdullahev's good though. He's some golden boy. But yeah, the amateurs go on about it all day, but they're not great right now.
They probably never be.
Well, at least that's staying in the Olympics, I guess. What I'm saying is, it seems better to not stay in the amateurs for so long.
Couple years and then get the hell out.
Well, maybe not a couple of years. Longer than that.
Like literally just like 1 or 2.
And then it teaches bad habits. Then they just can't. Because they're not actually learning boxing, they're learning how to win amateur fights. And once they go in the pros, they don't know what to do because they didn't learn it. It seems like back in the day, they actually learned boxing. Not anymore. Unless you already have a pro style.
Which is very rare. The quote pro style that they might have is just reckless sometimes.
I guess Galau had a more of a pro style, and what's his face? The Ukrainian, is it Kisniak? Yeah, a pro style.
Yeah, but look at how
Kisniak just doesn't though, because like he
doesn't pro style
pros and amateurs.
He doesn't have a conventional amateur style, but like that doesn't work in the pros.
That's what I'm saying.
You're running forward, squared up with your chin up in the air, like essentially just trying to outland him. It doesn't work. Like it's not a pro style. I wouldn't describe it as like a traditional amateur style, but he's just going out there relying on his chin for 3 rounds, even when it doesn't work in Olympic finals. Like he just goes out there to just throw. He's got ridiculously good cardio over 9 minutes. That's not a pro style.
What is your fight?
When you get to the 6th, 7th, 8th round, you're gonna lose everything, and you're just gonna keep eating shots. It's similar to your fight, really. If you're not totally dominant, you're just gonna start, getting ground down, losing your stamina, and taking loads of shots. But yeah, it's not great. I think probably one who has got a pro style is Hovhannes Bachkov. You've probably seen him. He fought the Jazza Dickens on the card. But yeah, there's not a lot of great guys. I think Khabib Aliyev's good, I guess. He is bet good. Muratalla good. But yeah, a lot of these guys aren't great, especially at heavyweight as well. It's never been worse for heavyweight amateur boxing than it is right now. There's just a lot of these guys are just terrible. But yeah, we will move on, I guess, because amateur boxing. We spent 20 minutes on it, but yeah, I hope Muratalla fights Shakur Stevenson next. That's what I want to see. Who knows? But we will move on to one of the worst fights I've seen this year. To a fight that technically, going by the result, I was correct on. Even though I thought Jesse Hart actually won this fight. and I think most people did as well, or at worst had it a draw. We'll start on Friday with this fight because Khalil Coe blows the weight by £8. Just embarrassing. Like we sort of talked about his career. I think this is like the 6th or 7th time he's missed weight, and he's only like had 13 fights. It's just embarrassing. Like the whole thing is just embarrassing. Like he's just not a real professional. Doesn't care about the sport really, and like Cohen said, who can rely on him? Who wants to work with him? Why are we putting him on shows? There are enough fighters who are real professionals, make weight all the time, train properly, do all this stuff, never get in trouble outside the ring, who would, like, do loads of things just to get an opportunity on a B side on a card like this, let alone have a career backed by someone like Eddie Hearn, like a major promoter. And it's like, you're just embarrassing yourself. You're embarrassing the sport. You're just, yeah, it's just, that's the one word for it, embarrassing. And then he goes in the fight and doesn't throw anything for the first 4 rounds, so Hart wins those. And doesn't throw anything for the last 2 rounds and loses those rounds. And he picks Hart up and tries to throw him on the canvas and all this stuff. And it's like, the whole thing's embarrassing.
Oh,
I don't want to see him again. I don't want to see him again. Like, just get out the sport. I don't want to see you fight again. I don't want to see you on TV. I don't want to hear you mentioned. You're not a serious fighter.
Yeah, I don't want to see him either. If he's on a card, I will not be watching his fight. I'll watch the card, but I won't be watching his fight.
We will not be there.
I don't. What's the point of watching him fight? For him to blow the weight by £10 next time, you get a gift.
Over under 10 pounds missed weight on the next fight.
He's gonna come in as a cruiserweight next time.
He is just a cruiserweight. He'll just be a small. He just needs to move up if he's just gonna be a fat ass. Really.
He just needs to retire.
That's better option. I wouldn't mind that one.
He clearly doesn't like boxing. If you don't like boxing, you shouldn't be doing it. And Eddie Hearn owes Jesse Hart a fight. Very much. Jesse Hart won the fight. Give him another fight, give him payday.
He should fight Ben Whittaker. They should do that. But solid test with Ben Whittaker at this stage. But yeah, not good. Not good. It's just boxing, isn't it? Yeah, we will move on now to Israel Madrimov. Looked absolutely terrible against his opponent. Still ranked number 3 by Ring Magazine. But yeah, he just looked terrible. I don't know if he was fit for this fight. There was talk of the illness or the injury or whatever it was during the commentary, but like, it's either he's totally washed and Ortiz and Crawford have taken a hell of a lot out of him, or he shouldn't have been in that ring because he wasn't fit.
Oh. He's just not that good.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, he isn't that good, but like, he was better. He's better than that. He's overrated, I agree, but he is better than that. Come on, like, we can agree to that. The guy that like fought Michel Soro and Kurbanov is a much better fighter than that. Like, even if you do think he's overrated, which he is, I think as well. Like, he's better than that.
Yeah, he's better than that. Well,
So
he might not be better than that anymore, but he was better than that at least.
Yeah. And anyway, I think he'll heal up a little bit. and
It's probably just one of his fights. Like, he didn't take it seriously. He didn't care. He knew he'd easily win.
And if he did what he did in the 10th round, like 4 rounds earlier, he would have got a stoppage, and we wouldn't be talking about him like this.
He'll give him a better opponent. He'll look better, or at least take it more seriously.
yeah, hopefully. I think he'll fight Ennis next. Honestly, that's just the most obvious stuff. I'm convinced he's going to fight Ennis next because this Ortiz stuff's going to break down. They're still going on about it, even though it's got virtually zero chance of happening. And they'll go, "Oh, Mazarov's fought all these guys. He's a former world champion, and he's coming to win. And he's bouncing back, and all this nonsense." And Ennis will go in there and flog him, and
Yeah, he does do a lot of bouncing in the ring.
You love that drop feint.
Oh, love a foot feint. But yeah, that's about it for that card, I think. Amari Jones got a win. A couple of prospects got a win. What's his name? What Keyshawn? Christ. Zachary Moses, that's it. He looked really good. But yeah. Then you can't really say much from those fights. They're essentially knockover jobs, aren't they? But we shall move on to the Zuffa card on Friday night. Yeah, there's a lot of things that I think we need to talk about with this. It's weird. I've been reading a couple of bits today about Zuffa, and I frankly think their contracts are ridiculous. They make Don King look good. The Ali Act thing is a disgrace. I don't like the corporate nature of it, the way they sort of everyone has to wear a uniform and all this nonsense. But I did like some of the fights on here being balanced. I liked the Troy Nash fight. I liked Merriweather. I think Omar Trinidad against Ornelas was good, and I think Kane Sandoval against Julian Rodriguez was a good fight. But half the event was ruined for me by two people, by the name of Mike Coppinger and Max Kellerman.
They
My God.
need to fuck off permanently.
My
Max
God.
Kellerman, cue up Outstanding by the Gap Band. We do this every week. We're going to mention somebody who needs to just not be in the boxing space anymore.
Like they start off the broadcast by going, "Oh yeah, I've been waiting for the first supercard since I was a kid."
Fuck off.
And Kellerman's childhood, just look at some of the fights in Kellerman's childhood. Basically, the whole of the Four Kings fights were in his childhood and these teenage years. Ali fights, Foreman coming back, all this stuff has happened in his lifetime. But this is it's just nonsense. We all know that lying and pushing agendas is bad in boxing, but this took it to a whole new level. This made Spencer Oliver worth listening to. I could sit through Spencer Oliver now. I could sit through prime Adam Smith. I could sit through Tony Bellew because I've had to sit through that. It is awful. Comparing Callum Walsh as he's stinking it out against Carlos Ocampo, who can bounce out and around multiple times, to Roy Jones Jr. What are we doing?
I didn't even hear that live, and
what are we doing?
I would have just turned it off if I heard that.
What are we doing here? Yeah, it's just. And I'm not even one of these guys that's 100% anti-Zuffa. I think there's a place for them. And I don't mind the matchmaking. Here. But you're pushing someone in Callum Walsh who's, let's be honest, extremely average. Would he beat Milan Pratt for a European title right now? I don't think so. Would he beat Kevin Aguiarco? I don't think so. Would he beat Ismail Davis? maybe, probably 50-50 fight. He's that
I
sort of
don't
level.
think.
If I'm
I
totally
don't
honest.
think so. I don't think he beats this one of these.
Well, he's that sort of fights just should be like talking about him in, and they're gonna push him into a ring rating because you know who's owning it and who's pushing and who's maneuvering stuff. People are gonna think, "Oh my god, he's the best thing ever." But yeah, he's just not. He's not great. He's really not great. And you're talking about him like he's some prodigy, and it's just like, yeah, not great.
He's Roy Jones Jr., pal.
Yeah. One fight I did like. I did like the Junior Rodriguez against Kane Sandoval fight. That might be because I made quite a bit of money on Hammerhand. I made quite a bit of money as Hammerhands as the underdog there, but I thought it was a good fight.
I
Kane
watched
Sandoval just has
Hammer Hands get stopped by Jose Pedraza. Live.
Yeah,
That was great.
like this is what I mean though. Like they have a place for these sorts of level of cards. I think the one next week is a lot better. But like they're not going to take over the sport with shit like this. Like, and there's a very middle ground there. Like the matchmaking's sort of okay level pro box cards, really. It is what it is. That's how I'm viewing it as. But like I said, the contracts were a mess. And when all these lawsuits come through and Willie Ali Act gets completed with the going through Congress, we'll probably do an episode about this or what it means. But yeah, I don't like a lot of that stuff. That's horrid. Like, yeah. But I guess it is what it is. And we will move on to one thing as well. I'd never want to see Misael Rodriguez box again, man. Just send him back to Mexico, please. Send him back to Mexico because Jesus Christ, he's terrible. Yeah. So, what else was there last weekend? Judo Chavez Jr. back in the mix. Yeah, he's coming for driver tire apparently. But yeah, we will move on to some previews for this weekend. It's a very busy weekend. We will start with probably the biggest fight this weekend. Yeah, at Madison Square Garden. Shakur Stevenson moves up to 140 pounds, tries to become a four-division world champion as he fights Teofimo Lopez for the WBO and ring titles. In which the fight that's being billed as sort of two fighters in their prime going at it. And I slightly disagree with that, if I'm being totally honest. I don't think Teofimo Lopez is in his prime anymore, because I think his prime was at 135. And I sort of think this fight is going to be very, very easy for Shakur Stevenson and won't be very, very easy to watch.
Teofimo could be in his prime and he would still lose a 10-2 decision.
Yeah. I'm so confident that Shakur Stevenson winning this fight.
It literally doesn't matter. Like, maybe Teofimo, I don't know if he, had a prime. I think he just had, a peak. A one fight, a two-fight peak, Comey and Loma. And then he just wasn't.
I guess he looked good against Josh Taylor, but, what version of Josh Taylor was that? He didn't win a fight again, and he lost to Catchell first time. So, what version of Taylor was that? And, yeah. I mean, he's good, Tito. But
he's not Shakur good. No matter if he's a significantly bigger fighter, he's just not as fast, as smart, as fast twitch. Well, they're close in that, but I don't know. I don't see him clearly winning a round unless Shakur doesn't do anything in it.
Yeah. At least with Zepeda, Like Zepeda can cut a ring relatively well, and he throws lots. Teo doesn't really throw a lot. There's sort of a lot of lulls in Teofimo Lopez fights, then sort of a big explosion, and then it's sort of back to a lull. And Shakur's just going to put you off when you do that. And obviously, Teofimo Lopez can't cut off a ring to save his life. And he's not particularly a big puncher at 140 either. He's only stopped Pedro Campo, and that was years ago now. Yeah, like I just think Teofimo Lopez looks good when people are running towards him, and even if Shakur does get on the front, but he's not just going to sort of put his gloves up and walk forward in a straight line. Like, I guess you could see maybe Teofimo Lopez landing one and just putting him out, but I can't see a lot here for Teofimo.
It is kind of weird. We haven't really seen Shakur hurt like ever. It's like not. I feel like if we were to see that, it would be like a big. Like he's one of those fighters. I feel like you wouldn't see him get hit and start going all over the place. He would just probably be done.
Yeah. Who knows?
It would just be a big surprise. He's never. I don't think. Has Shakur ever been stunned like ever? He's like mentioned that he got hurt to the body by Valdez. I've tried to look for where, like, visibly where that happened. I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
And you can't tell me a different fight than that where he was supposedly hurting.
Maybe Zepeda a little bit. There was that
that was a slip. That's why I was like excluding that.
Yeah.
So it just wasn't him being hurt. Isn't really a thought process in my head because I just think he's gonna outbox him, but that is probably his best chance is to just chin him.
Yeah.
Which we don't really know if it's possible or not because he's never been hurt. So
to win this fight, he has to fight like an idiot, which
would
doesn't
make
sound
him, which would make it not him being like make him not an idiot. Basically.
Which doesn't sound right, but he just has to like go fuck it.
He has to Cambosis him.
He has to Zepeda him, but he can't Zepeda him
because he's not Zepeda.
Because he's a counterpuncher.
You know what I can see in this fight? This is going to sound weird. I think Shakur's got more chance of dropping Lopez than Lopez has of dropping Shakur. I can just see sort of Shakur's on the ropes, Lopez sort of jumps in, the massive straight line, loads up, and sort of Shakur, like how Sandor did it, just sort of a checker or sort of a sweeping right hand out the way. And Lopez sort of falls down into the ropes, where it's more sort of he's off balance, but a punch lands, so it's a knockdown.
I would bet half my limbs that there will not be a knockdown in this fight.
I can see not when like Lopez is hurt, but like he gets so sort of out of ideas that he's sort of lunging in everywhere and sort of gets knocked off balance. I can definitely see that happening. I don't think there will be, but I can definitely see it. Like that wouldn't shock me at all. I just think like it's just going to be he's going to totally outbox him. And like you hear this narrative with Lopez, and it's like, oh, he's so up and down, and he looks poor in fights that he's meant to lose or meant to win, and he looks really good in fight he's meant to lose, and all this. Lomachenko and Taylor are the standout performances, and maybe Richard Colby as well. Actually, that's a good one. All three of those ran towards him. And I think maybe Lomachenko could have won that fight if he started a bit earlier, but like all three of those were just running towards him. Shakur's just not going to do that. Like I can't see a way Teofimo Lopez wins this fight. There's a way to beat Shakur, and that's huge volume on the front foot, hammering the body and cutting off the ring. And he can't cut off the ring. His feet are awful.
To beat Teofimo, not Teofimo, a Shakur type style, you need to do it like Castillo Mayweather 1, something like that. Something like that. You got to make it ugly and rough, and that's not Teofimo. Teofimo's not going to do that. I mean, Zepeda did it, and he didn't really get close to winning. Yeah, Teofimo's better than Zepeda, but it's, stars make fights. He's terrible against boxers, and he always will be. You can give him a decision he doesn't deserve against Sandor Martin or Ortiz because it's the A side. But it's gonna be clear. It's gonna be very clear. I mean, he might win the first round or the first 2 rounds, and then Shakur's gonna do Shakur. That's doing what he does.
And then he should be right. Then he should be right back down to lightweight, and he should be demanding a Muratalla fight, and that should be his next fight. That'll make him a 3-division ring champion. Honestly, I I think we're all in agreement. Shakur by UD. It's a good fight on paper, but we're all just in agreement. That's how it's going to go. Oh man.
I would genuinely be surprised if it's anything else.
Yeah.
Shakur doesn't win a pretty clear decision, then I don't know boxing.
If it's a close decision, if it's a fucking draw, if Teofimo wins, if it's they have a war, which would be the opposite of what would make any type of sense. If anything else besides a 10-2 UD, I just don't know what the fuck. I don't get it.
Yep. We all agree. We shall move on to the WBC Featherweight Championship. Bruce Carrington is fighting Carlos Castro for it. Carlos Castro, who hasn't fought since beating Stephen Paulson, and I know he lost that fight on paper, but he beat that boy. You can't convince me otherwise. He won that fight. I watched it again, and I still have no idea how they robbed him. He just won that fight. But he is fighting Carrington. He hasn't fought since that fight, which was in September of 2024. So, a year and 4 months out the ring, year and 5 months out the ring. Good fight. I think Castro's going to cause him some issues, like Sagawa did.
I hope he causes all the issues and wins the goddamn fight.
You hate
certain players. Certain fighters should not be getting title shots at all. They're just not. We talk about how funny some of these, the IBF vacant title shits are. What are we doing? Why is he's gonna be? He's probably gonna end up being a world champion. It's just gonna be disgusting to look at because he doesn't deserve it, and he's already really overrated as almost any fighter in the sport. So it's unfortunate.
Those aren't my thoughts exactly. I think he's
okay. This is with no bias, by the way, right?
I probably a competitive decision for Carrington, but Castro's got the long style that gives Carrington issues, like we saw against Sagawa. And I think it's sort of a 8-4, 7-5-ish probably to Carrington. I think it'd be a good fight, but I think the talk of him beating in a way will just stop after this.
Yes, he will get stunned twice in the championship rounds, but win a decision.
Castro is a good fighter, though. Yeah, that fight from there. Yeah, he's just a solid fighter, and yeah, we'll see. It's a good fight, I guess. It's a good test of Carrington at least. If we take the titles out of the way, it's a good fight. But yeah, there's another fight on this card that's just weird. Carlos Adames is defending the WBC middleweight title against Amo Williams because that's how bad middleweight is right now. I mean, since losing to Shiraz in the fight, he practically lost every round. And might have won like 1 or 2 rounds of that fight. He beat a journeyman. Well, journeyman's harsh, but he won an 8 rounder, and then he beat Patrice Boldy in a fight. I think that fight was more at the time. Boldy lost that fight rather than Amo won it. I think Boldy just lost it on activity. When he was matching it, Williams for output, he was just totally outboxing him. And yeah, Amo nicked it by a couple of rounds, 150, 113. And then he fought Ivan Vasquez, who was a late replacement, who essentially just beat up Amo for 4 or 5 rounds of that fight and then ran out of gas. So, like, I just don't think he's very good. He's middleweight and he's sort of a top 15 guy. He's getting a title shot against Damas, who also I don't think is very good. Robbed against Shiraz in his last fight, and that was nearly a year ago. And yeah, it just points to Adames winning a boring decision, doesn't it, really?
Amo, I mean, he's probably washed.
What was it? So basically, this card's about to be garbage to watch. By the way,
No, I
Yeah.
don't know.
it's gonna be a
Feels
horrible
like he's
viewing
washed.
experience. Oh, he is washed. Let's be honest. He's like,
I mean,
how old is he? Like 20.
he's probably not going to get stopped, but I mean, he should lose a
He's 29.
comfortable decision unless he's not washed, and it's tricked us all.
Amo might be. Oh, no, sorry. What's his name? Adames might be washed.
Was
Wow.
he?
Going
Is
12
he a
rounds with
reclaimed?
it he earns. He might is never the same after going 12 with the open to he earns, apparently.
Well, one of those fights went completely different, so I'm sure he's fine. One got bad, the other one got robbed.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know why this fight's happening. To be honest, I don't know what Amo did for a title shot.
I don't know what Carrington did for his either, but
Well,
no.
blame Fulton for being an idiot.
I'd love to. Fuck.
I think it's just middleweight. It's like the Sultanov should have got his shot years ago, and it's like who else is Adames really going to fight? Like it's middleweight. It's terrible. Like,
well,
it's just
I know
defense.
who he should have fought, but that was never happening, and then he decided to be a pharmacy.
Yep. I'll tell you who Adames should be fighting next. He should fight. He should fight. Jesus Christ, middleweight.
He's looking. He's like, this is fucking horrible.
Jesus
Yeah, I
Christ.
thought he thought he had a name.
He should fight.
Jesus Ramos. There you go. He should fight Jesus Ramos.
Is he even a goddamn middleweight? I don't even.
He just won the interim title with me against.
He should fight. He should fight Arizona Lara. We need a unification.
We need him.
Lara will be defending that WBA belt like once every 18 months for the next 10 years. There's nothing
He should
to do.
fight. Look, he has. Actually, he doesn't really have enough fight coming up. He did fight. All right, he should fight. I don't know who's the best middleweight in the world.
This is disgusting.
Conor Ben. Look, he has the best win. Beat Eubank. Should fight Conor Ben.
Oh my god! Please stop. What happened to welterweight and middleweight? What happened to these great weight
He
class.
should fight Michelle Sora because he's back in the mix.
What? What name did you just say out of your voice box?
He
Oh,
should fight.
George Liddard, who's glorious at being the youngest British champion ever.
No,
But
we should
Christ.
bring Vincenzo Gualtieri back
What
into
are
the
we?
world title picture.
What are we doing?
You say that, Dan. You know he is sort of
Oh
in the
my
mix for a title.
God! Calm the
If Yanowitz go vacant, he's sort of there.
We all be there.
Two-time
Two-time
Gualtieri.
world
Oh,
legend.
oh God! We can't allow that to happen.
Yeah, he should.
Look, he should
Where's
get given his
Garcia
title
at?
back. He should get
Where's
given his
Garcia?
title back. I don't know.
Where's Elijah Garcia back?
We don't need
Oh,
him.
Never, hopefully. Yeah,
We
never.
don't need him either.
He should fight Rico Kanamoto. That's who he should fight.
What are we doing? What's happening?
He
But yeah,
should
it's
fight Gennady Golovkin.
Okay.
Are we just gonna keep naming random middleweight buffs
Let's
the rest of this episode?
fight Carlos Monzo.
But yeah, in summary, middleweight is bad. Do you know what else is bad? Keyshawn Davis's career over the last 12 months, and he's fighting Jermaine Ortiz at super lightweight. Keyshawn Davis is a clown. He's an idiot. He is a moron. And I hope Jermaine Ortiz wins this fight. Even though I can't really see it.
Jermaine will be winning.
It's so frustrating because I think he's really, really good, Keyshawn Davis, but he's just an idiot. Like, it's one of those, like, I see so much talent with him. Like, even going back to the weed thing and then the whole thing with Albright and, like, just all of it, man. And him running around ringside on Saturday, acting like he was the one who beat Andy Cruz and not Muratalla.
That was I got secondhand embarrassment from watching that.
Yeah, it's just like you're just stupid. You're just not a smart individual. Like you've managed to wreck your relationship with your hometown crowd. You're attacking people outside the venue or outside the arena because they beat your brother. Testing positive for weed during fights, and it's just like I hope he gets his career back on track, but I just don't think he will because he's just stupid. Like I really rate him as a fighter as well. It's just annoying. It is just the whole thing is annoying. But yeah, he'll win this fight, but it's just disappointing, man. That's the right word, disappointment.
It's probably that's a good fight actually. I don't mind the fight. It was a bit.
We're picking Jermaine.
It was a bit left field. It's the fight you don't expect, but you're pleasantly surprised, even though it shouldn't be happening because someone should have made weight. Still be a lightweight. Still be a champion.
Just what a mess. Yeah. Pretty much, yeah. There is one other fight we're talking about on this card.
Fuck off.
There is one other fight. We have got
Lord.
Kingsley eBay, who has been consistently weighing in the 280-pound range against Gerald Miller, who has been consistently weighing in above 300 pounds. Well, this is going to be hilarious. I know it sort of goes against my premise, but there's something that I just love about two sort of massive heavyweights having a slot fest. It's just sloppy heavyweight fights I love. And
Well, that's an interesting fish.
Hey yo.
No, they're great. This is the set. I was going to say something, but this is probably true. It's like those heavyweight fights on Country Box, but on steroids.
Oh.
And Jared Miller probably is So this should be fun.
Yeah.
Obviously, Jarrell Miller's just drawn with Candy Ruiz and lost with Dubois. He hasn't won since he beat Lucas Brown in March 2023. Kingsley eBay obviously got stopped by Jared Anderson years ago. Just not that Gerald Washington in El Salvador, weirdly.
What the?
Cool.
But yeah, I have no idea what's going to happen in this fight. I just think it's going to be a sloppy heavyweight mess, and it's going to be pretty funny. So yeah,
Juice Miller back in the mix. We will be there.
Honestly, I find him fun. I find him fun, man.
Well, you are a degenerate.
Sticking him with Joe Joyce. Sticking with
Joe
Joe
Joyce.
Joyce.
What name
Well,
did he
JoJo's
just say
gonna
in
die.
2026? What name did he
You know,
just say?
you know, you have a,
2026?
you have rehydration clauses. For that fight, you need a rehydration minimum. They both need to be at a minimum of 320 pounds on fight day, and they just need to it's just yeah.
No ring can support that.
Yeah, well, yeah, it is what it is. But we will move on to the Dominican Republic, Christ, Puerto Rico. I've probably annoyed a few people by saying that. Xander Zayas is fighting Abaz Baraou in a unification at 154. Whilst Ennis and Ortiz start suing promoters and turning down every opportunity that comes their way. These two both won titles last year. I know one was via email, but it is what it is. And they're both straight into a unification, which should be applauded and encouraged. They're both young, they're both going straight into it. And it's a really good fight. It's been overlooked because it's on Top Rank Classics and it's out of the way and it's not really in focus this week. But it's a really, really good fight.
I respect Baraou's elevation. There's other elevated titles I don't respect. I respect
Watch the unification live on Tubi.
Tubi.
Yeah.
They have the shittiest movies of all time.
I mean, I ain't going to complain about free boxing, especially when it's a good fight, but it is concerning with Top Rank.
I am, because they need a TV deal. It's been like 7 years since they had a TV deal.
You know,
It's
the
not
last
good for
ESPN fight was when Zayas won the title in July.
Yeah, it's been like 7 months.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. But
I
go on.
was going to pick Baraou. I don't know if I've decided to pick him, but I was like thinking he could do his thing.
I will not be picking Baraou.
Okay, that makes me think I should pick Baraou.
What the fuck? No, I'm not picking anybody to draw now. Fuck you.
I will not be picking
That
Baraou.
makes me think I should be picking a winner.
Okay. just extract the prediction altogether.
I'm going to pick the no contest.
All right. I'm gonna pick they
No
both
contest.
missed weight. So it's not happening. Now we move on. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
they both miss weight, both get stripped.
And Ennis gets upgraded.
No.
Right, well,
Remove that.
what usually happens is the person who picks differently than the other guy's right, so it seems like I should pick Baraou.
Go ahead, bro. I like bro.
Baraou decision. We will be there.
I get the sense that Zayas is one of these guys who's like 7 or 8 out of 10 everywhere. And I think he's going to look good with Baraou coming towards him in this fight. I think competitive decision for Xander Zayas. But it's a really good fight. I'm expecting him like a really good fight and him to have to come through some moments, but I think he's a little bit more classy. He's bigger. And with possibly the help of some home advantages, he gets a sort of a 116, 112-ish decision.
Yeah, not that. Baraou's not getting the decision. It doesn't matter what he does. If he knocks Zayas out in 10 seconds, He's still losing.
He will be losing majority decision.
I think it's a really good fight, though. It is a really good fight. And, yeah, there's not much on this on the card at all either. But
My hope is he's just going to drag Zayas into a fight and just do more. Like,
I think he drags Zayas into a fight. But
you're not going to outwork. You're not going to outwork Baraou.
He's definitely being dragged into a fight. But I just think Baraou's going to... I just think Zayas is going to come out on top in that.
And, Zayas is young, but he could be drained. Well, he probably is drained.
Yeah, we'll see. It's just a really good fight, isn't it? Like, yeah. On the card as well, there's hardly anything. Yuri Cedeno is fighting Tundi Michael William, who's the guy that Troy Isley beat.
Oh.
Okay.
I know. You remember that guy, the Ivorian guy who lives in Brazil, who's just got like ridiculously long arms that Troy Isley fought.
Yeah.
He beat Jorge Garcia, who obviously Zayas beat to win the belt. Like, it is what it is. Giovanni Santion is fighting. Have you seen his opponent, Sarge?
I have not. No.
Courtney Pennington.
Jesus, what year are what?
Rohan Palenko is fighting Christian Gomez, who yeah, he's the one who I think gave. Well, he didn't know that was a different Gearsoft opponent, but he fought Gearsoft and he's lost to Nicholas Flowers and people like that. He lost to yeah. Then Wenma Lopez as well. But yeah, it's not a great undercard, but it's a really good main event, so we'll see. Getting into another fight. There's so much boxing this weekend, it is ridiculous. We'll move to the UK. The other 154 title fight this weekend. Background Mitch Rosaniev is defending against mandatory challenger Josh Kelly in Newcastle. Mitch Rosaniev hasn't fought since he beat Timzu well over a year ago in October 2024. Yeah. I think this fight could be interesting. I think Kelly will outbox him for 2 or 3 rounds and then just sort of crumble, sort of like the Avanesian fight. Yeah, I just think it'll be sort of very similar to that.
I am picking PBK.
Right.
We will be there. I am.
What?
PBK by decision. We will be there.
You're picking highlight 2018 highlight demon Josh Kelly.
We will be there.
You're actually gonna pick him?
Yeah.
It's not as bad because what's his name has been so inactive too. But
Look, he's inactive. That's terrible against boxers. Can't do what Avanesian does. And he's drained as hell. He looks like a zombie. He looks like a skeleton.
I do think it'll be hard.
Like,
It'll be like a hard, tough fight. But
PBK's got to be very disciplined for 12 rounds. But
if you come out of this week with a Baraou Baraou being a unified champion and Josh Kelly beating the boogeyman, I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna vomit.
yeah, I might need like a crown above my name.
Jesus Christ! I'll put that in editing if you get both of those.
I don't know.
That would be disgusting.
I just think Kelly crumbles, man. He's going to crumble under pressure. Mitch Rosaliev, for all his faults, he's got monstrum. He's massive, and he throws 100 punches around. That's essentially what beat Kolkai. And like it'll be similar here. Kelly definitely can. I see what you mean. Like Kelly definitely can win rounds in this fight, but I don't think he can do it for that long.
All of them.
Yeah.
And even then, he doesn't need to win all the rounds. He just needs to go the distance. He's getting the decision.
He's getting stopped. I did say, by the way, I was talking to someone about this fight. Kelly's game plan should be to win the first 4 rounds, then start headbutting and hope that you can get a cut. Like, just start headbutting him after the end of the third, when you've won the first 3 rounds, try and get a cut and win a technical decision after 4 rounds. Just like
Yeah, and refuse a rematch.
yeah.
Brilliant.
But yeah, we will see. Also on this undercard, the Electrician's back. Josh Padley is fighting for the European title. Against somebody that is coming off a loss to guess who, Taj? Guess who? Gerard Bermady just fought and lost to.
Go ahead.
All-time great action fighter Kanzu or Zhu Can. You can say it either way around.
I was gonna ask you if you could say it either way around or not. I wasn't sure.
But yeah, that's about it for that fight. There's one other fight that we'll talk about. Well, no, there's loads of fights we have to talk about in there. William Skull is fighting Jacob Bank, the rightful undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, is back in the mix in Denmark. I think the Skull's going to win this fight. I don't think Jacob Bank's very good. Not a lot of people have seen him, but he is in Denmark, so you never know. Yeah, not great. William Skull, 2026.
It's going to be another Skull masterclass like the one he gave to Canelo.
Yep, essentially. There is a Pro Box card on Friday night. Ryan Flores is fighting Starling Castillo. I guess it's a 50-50 type fight. Decent little fight, I guess. It's okay. Cinnamon Seagal was back on the undercard.
My champion.
How judges' decisions changed the course of the career. Cinnamon Seagal was fighting in Maryland. And Bruce Carrington's fighting at Madison Square Garden for a world title. Jordan White is fighting Woody Shaw. Francois Scarborough is fighting Brandon Valdez, and it's just a typical Brobots card, really. Not much to say. Yeah, not much on that card. There is one fight that we need to mention on Saturday. Before getting into the card on Sunday, there is a fight in Thailand. He is back. The great one, Prince Patel, is fighting Yahya Musa with a 10 rounds in Thailand on Saturday. So we will be there. I guess we have to mention this. Adam Azim against Gustavo Lemos is off. Very messy few days over the weekend with that fight. Look, we all know what that card is now. We all eyes to see what it is. And we do give, well, one of us gives Ben a lot of shit on this show. I know you're listening, Ben. I know you're listening. I'm going to say something good here about Ben. Good old Benny boy. We gave a lot of shit to Queensbury for cancelling their show with the undercard fights, you know. Ben's keeping this undercard on, and he's losing money doing it. But it's a good thing to be doing because fighters are paid for camps and all this and train over Christmas. And yeah. So this is probably the only time you're going to hear me saying this, but well done, Ben.
Well done.
Well done, Ben.
Good, man.
Call me, Ben. You've got my number. Give me a ring. We love you, Ben. But yeah, Francesca Hennessy main eventing cards. It's just what boxing is.
You'll be there, front row.
Jesus Christ! I don't think you can be. That Mitt McCarthy. Have you seen that Mitt McCarthy video? You probably haven't, Taj. It's like he's in a press conference and the journalist asks him, "It can't get worse from here, can it?" And he goes, "It can." This is that moment. It's got worse. It's got worse. But we will move on to Sunday. Zuffa Boxing. This has been a longer episode than usual. Sunday on Zuffa Boxing. Jose Valenzuela is back. He's fighting Diego Torres Nunes. I called an upset on Zoo for last week. I'm going to call one here. Diego Torres is going to knock out Jose Valenzuela.
Oh wow.
There you go. Good fight, but I think Diego Torres is a live dog here. I think he's going to knock out Valenzuela. I don't think Ryo's in
I
it
think Torres
really.
has been on the list a couple times.
Yeah, he has. He lost to Muratalla. He's a solid fighter, big puncher. And yeah, I just think this is a really tough fight for Valenzuela. Yeah, I think Torres is going to knock him out. I think Valenzuela has been through it a lot. Obviously, the knockout loss to the Los Santos Cruz fight was physically tough on him. He won it clearly, but it was a physically tough fight. And then Russell just beat the piss out of him for 12 rounds in a fight that probably should have been stopped in the corner. And yeah, I think Torres is a bad style matchup for him. And I think Torres is going to knock him out.
Considering I completely forgot this card was happening, I'm going to agree with you.
There's actually a couple of good fights on it. There's a couple of good fights on it, man. But yeah, we will keep it moving. There is a really good fight. Serhii Boachuk is fighting Batayev. 160. Another fight. Batayev's an underdog here. I'm going to call the upset. I think Batayev's going to beat Boachuk. I think Boachuk is washed. I think this will be a really fun fight where they just stand in front of each other and beat the piss out of each other. But I think Batayev's fresher, probably got more dynamic offense and probably a little bit better defense. But it'll be a really fun fight. And I think Batayev's going to win it.
Bloody Butayev.
20.
I love a good bit of Batayev. He's a fun fighter.
What the hell's he been doing?
Messing about in
I mean, he did fight not long ago, didn't he? Sometime.
Promise
like-
whatever fight he was in didn't look as shit as Boachuk's been. in the
Yeah,
past
he
couple
beat
of weeks.
Or like Uzbek,
Yeah, that's it.
Uzbekistan or something.
That was on the undercard of what's it called? Yeah, the card that Mulajonov fought on. And yeah, I remember that. I watched that, I think. But yeah, you don't know though. He's fought a journeyman, but I just think the time is a bit more fresh.
He fought like 3 months ago. He fought 3 months ago.
Yeah.
Or 2 months.
Yeah, there's another good fight on this card. Alexander Vosnik is fighting Hot Rod, a light heavyweight.
2017 ass fight right there.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's not bad. See who's winning ages better.
Or Beterbiev's or Beterbiev.
Well, I was going to say Benavidez on Baraou.
I think Hot Rod could nick a decision there.
You're just
I
gonna
don't know,
pick 3 straight upsets. That's what-
Yeah, I'm not sure about this one. I'm picking Vosnik in that fight, but wouldn't shock me if Hot Rod won. But I think
I will never pick against my Ukrainian king, other than when I picked against him against Beterbiev and Benavidez.
Yeah, that's pretty much. And also on this show, who's on the undercard? Janelle Hackett's back in the mix against Roberto Cruz, whoever that is. Roberto Cruz, who got stopped by Katsarakis, so Hackett should win that if he isn't completely done. I mean, yeah, the hype around Janelle Hackett at one point was crazy, wasn't it? Christ. Justin Valoria, very good fighter. He's on there against Oscar Alan Perez, whoever that is. Pretty underwhelming career. And then Jamar Tanny's on there as well, who was on Team USA for a while. He's a cruiserweight. He's fighting Devontae Williams. Devontae Williams, who is a natural light heavyweight, who got stopped in 2 by Tristan Calgary. So we will see. Yeah, it's an interesting card. This is a lot better than last week. But we will see how it goes. There's a few bits of news to get through. Yeah, so we'll go through this and then we'll call it a day. So, big news today as we're filming this. Fury is fighting Arsenal that Nurmagomedov on April the 11th on Netflix. Will I watch? Yeah. Do I care about the fight? Not that much. And it's just very, very funny how a lot of people who picked Dave Adams and knock out Nurmagomedov are now saying this is a good fight. That's pretty much my only comment on it.
Well, my comment is someone's career resurgence pick is looking
You're
promising.
disgusting.
He's coming back.
You're fucking nasty.
You know Wardley's going to chin him. That he's going to win this fight and they're going to fight at Wardley at Wembley in like September, and Wardley's going to fucking nuke him.
He's gonna give Wardley a Gypsy King schooling.
I need you to move on.
He is going to do Tyson Fury like he did Fraser Clark.
I need you to go to the next thing right now.
He is going to. If Fabio Wardley's going to batter him, man.
He's
Fabio
gonna,
Wardley, you know,
give him a schooling, win comeback of the year and fighter of the year.
Why are you pulling a goddamn Vivi gimmick right now?
Well, he's serious.
Okay. All right. I got it. Appreciate you.
I'm also serious.
No. Okay, God.
There is also a card announced for March the 15th. And Mauricio Cinnamon, it is personal between me and you for ordering Galauria fight against Sandoval and stopping the unification on this card. But yeah, so it's happening in Japan. Onosquaga's defending against Yumura, whatever fight. Nonito Donaire is fighting Rico Masuda in a bantamweight eliminator with the WBA. Very good fight, I think. I think Donaire might go out on his back though. Masuda can whack. Rusei Matsumoto is rematch Yuni Takada, and I have no idea why. Like, yeah, I understand about the headbutt and that, but like Matsumoto clearly won every round very, very easily in that fight. I don't know why they're doing it again. And finally, knockout CP Freshman is defending the WBC light flyweight title against the big stiff idiot Shikichi Iwata. Light flyweight's answer to Kubrat Pulev. Yeah.
Might be
I mean,
disrespectful
it's a
to
good
Pulev,
card, I guess. It's a good show.
2-time.
First time. Was so nice.
2-time? Can I get a 2-time?
Shikichi Iwata, man.
He's
What
gonna.
a big stiff idiot.
Yeah, Iwata's gonna pick up another belt, then he's gonna rematch Santiago.
And
He's going to pick up another belt and then lose a wide decision to Eric Badillo. That's what he's going to do.
All that.
that's more realistic.
But yeah, Onosquaga's going to chin Lamora and then he's going to get fucking outboxed by someone.
I love how you still think it's L-I and it's 2 eyes. But
It is LI, isn't it?
it's 2 eyes, bro.
It's Imora.
It's just more.
Not,
Jackass. It's a capital I. It can't be L or it can't be 2 lowercase I at the start.
it's ending in KO, regardless. Yeah. There's some other Onosquaga news that we'll get into now. Juan Carlos Camacho has found a drugs test after their fight in September.
He got stopped in 2 rounds.
Yeah, got stopped in 2 rounds. But it's funny, the reaction to a drugs test in a real world title fight of flyweight than it is an interim title fight of flyweight, isn't it? Almost like people are just sensationalizing it to get clicks from the
People love Chihuahua. People don't care about Camacho.
From the stupid, dumb idiots in UK boxing fan bases. They are all stupid as well. None of them can read or write, as I get in Warren's name wrong again. But we will move on. There has been a deal reached with Torres against Sanchez for an IBF final eliminator on the undercard of Furman against Zoo. Yeah. Richard Torres is going to knock him out and then he's going to knock out Usyk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's going to be Richard Torres versus Tyson Fury.
Okay, god damn it.
Yeah, and then Torres is going to win that, and then I'll give Janlov a shot, and Janlov's going to win a UD.
What are
And
we
then he's going to
doing?
be defending the undisputed title on the IBA cards, and you capturing Berg for eternity. Mendoza against Sinsbury got announced for the IBF light flyweight title. I think Mendoza should win that. That's on a Phoenix battle card in Japan, weirdly. The Garcia Barrios on the card got announced. Hitchens against Duarte. Nahir Albright is fighting Frank Martin, and Gary Antoine Russell is fighting what's his name? Andy Hirioka, who doesn't actually fight. He's just Andy Hirioka is a creation of AI. He's not real. He never fights. He isn't a boxer. And Beck the Bunny is fighting Senna Rebecca, which is hilarious. Yeah. Willibardo Garcia against Jason Maloney, Andrew Maloney. That got an official order. They're going to purse bids in, I think it's the 23rd of February if they can't reach a deal. So Bam needs to move up. Bam, who's in contract dispute with Matchroom right now, which is always fun. We love that, don't we? Daniel Dubois has gone back to Don Charles. Don Charles, who claimed he would never take Derek Chisora back and did 5 times and has done it again with Dubois. Make of that what you will. Very, very principled man until it actually comes to, standing on the principle, Don Charles. There's some upcoming purse bids that we'll mention and then we'll end the show. So Shiraz against Pacheco, that's got a date coming up in the next week or so. So is Paro against Crocker, Bill against Eifert, and Moreau against Smith. So we will see where they land. Hopefully they will get live streamed and there's some bullshit at the bids where somebody outbid someone by $500 or something. Because I like when that happens and there's accusations of leaking bids and stuff. That's always fun. But yeah, that's about it for this week. I don't know if you two have got anything to add.
No.
Well, we'll come up next week when all our predictions are wrong. And
except mine.
Included.
I'll be right.
Yeah, someone will be right. But yeah, we will see you next week.
See you in episode 96.